The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I'm on the road to Kissimmee, Florida with Pops, getting ready to go to the top-ranked card this weekend. Edgar Berlanga, Desmond Nicholson, Navarrete versus Christopher Diaz, Xander Zayas on the undercard. Gonna be a great weekend, but listen, while we're on this card ride, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, all right? Big Charlo. Or should I say Lil Charlo, because he's acting like Lil Charlo. Jermall Charlo. Recently, the Showtime schedule came out. You know, there's a lot of good matchups on there. A lot of them stood out for good reasons, like Casimir versus Rigondeaux. You know, you had Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios. But then some of them, they stood out for the wrong reasons. And out of all the fights that stood out for the wrong reasons, this fight right here stood out for the wrong reason. And that is Jermall Charlo. Coming off of his win against Sergey Derevyanchenko, good win, fantastic performance. He's coming off that win, and he's fighting Juan Montiel. Who? Juan Montiel? Listen, I'll be honest with you. I've seen him fight before, but I didn't remember him, and I wasn't too familiar with him. So I went and I had to go look at his box rec, and wow, this is one of the worst cherry picks I've seen in a minute. Y'all, listen, we know Demetrius Andrade just fought, and y'all give him shit for his resume, but I've never seen Demetrius Andrade cherry pick a guy like this. Not like this. Oh my Lord.
Break it down, BT.
Jermall Charlo is a big 160 pounder. The guy can roll to 168 and be solid at 168 if he wanted to. All right. Montiel, if you just do a quick audit of his resume, you see a couple of names that if you're up on your boxing, you're familiar with. Okay. One of the first names is Alejandro Barrera. You guys may remember Alejandro Barrera because he was the guy that Errol Spence Jr. fought like in his 13th fight.
Oh, shit.
It was a good fight. I mean, it was a good learning fight for Errol Spence early in his career. Got caught with a couple counter uppercuts and, you know, wasn't in any danger, but, you know, guy gave him a little bit of resistance. So it was the perfect prospect building fight for Errol Spence at that time. But it was still a guy that Errol Spence fought when he was a prospect. This guy's fighting Montiel as champion. Ridiculous. This guy got knocked out against Jaime Munguia. This guy had a draw with Hugo Centeno Jr. The same Hugo Centeno Jr. that Jermall Charlo already knocked out in like a round or two, right? This guy's claim to fame, Montiel, is knocking out the man that they affectionately refer to as the Mandingo Warrior, right? That's James Kirkland if you don't know. He fought James Kirkland just last year on PBC, shot James Kirkland, and wolfless James Kirkland, and that was the win, I guess, that put him on the map and positioned him for this fight, so to speak. But it's a horrible cherry pick. It is one.
Benavidez will fight somebody else. He's fucking fighting.
Listen, I'm not even saying you got to fight Benavidez, but I mean, look, he don't even got to do that. Listen, I mean, he could have fought John Ryder.
Yeah.
He could have fought John Ryder. I mean, he could have fought him.
What's going on?
Could have fought a lot of other guys, but you want to fight Juan Montiel. So look, Charlo's getting a lot of criticism. He's one of the 4 guys that I want to see Canelo fight. And listen, Canelo fans, I know you guys say that Demetrius Andrade doesn't deserve a fight with Canelo, but listen, Jermall Charlo really isn't doing himself no favors. At least Demetrius Andrade is honoring his belt, and he's fighting #1 contenders and mandatories and guys that are coming to win. This guy's fighting Juan Montiel, who already lost to Alejandro Barrera, who already got knocked out by Jaime Munguia, who already had a draw with Hugo Centeno Jr. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
And look, I was gonna give Jermall Charlo a pass because they were reporting yesterday that he had hired Mark Breland as his trainer. So had he hired Mark Breland, I would have said, okay, they hired Mark Breland. They're gonna experiment with some things in this fight. they're gonna experiment with some things in this fight. It's a good fight for him to work on some stuff and implement whatever Breland's gonna teach him in the gym into this fight. But then Charlo says, oh no, we're not hiring Mark Breland. He just came by the gym, so he gets no pass from me. He gets no pass from me.
Man, he had legitimate opponents he could fight, and he want to fight somebody like that.
Hell, I mean, I'll name a couple other guys he could have fought. He could have fought Mike Guy. He could have fought Jesse Hart. I mean, there's names out there he could have fought besides that aren't big names that I'm sure would have obliged. Yeah, we're doing decent fights.
No disrespect with this guy either. We're talking about.
No, I respect all fighters because they risk their lives. But like, come on, man, we call a spade a spade. Yeah. If this guy is going around saying he's the big dog and he's this and he's that, and I'm over here naming him as one of the 4 guys I want to see him fight Canelo, and you're over here fighting Juan Montiel, then I can't only defend you right now. I can't. So for the time being, until he fights somebody else, we're gonna chop Charlo off that list. All right. So now it's only 3 guys I want to see Canelo fight: Bubu Andrade, Benavidez, or Bivol. All right. Charlo's off of it. You can't be cherry picking like this and having me talking about, oh, you need to fight Canelo. It's not happening.
And then you called. First, the big thing was he had all the fans with the Benavidez thing. Then he backs down for the Benavidez thing. Oh, then they want to black him. What they call it?
Yeah. Well, we black card. He said, "Fuck Andrade." We black card him. We said we ain't fighting him. We black card him.
So I mean, come on, man.
Who takes pride in that?
I mean, I love the Charlos. They bring excitement to who they are. But at the end of the day, your resume speaks for itself, and the role you take is beat fighters that are nothing. That are nothing.
No, you can't say that. Listen, Jermall Charlo has beaten some good fighters.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like this guy right here is fighting. Like,
Jermall.
Yeah,
his brother.
Yeah.
Mr. Keep on in your mouth.
Yeah.
He's going undisputed. He's fighting the best guys at 154 and whatnot. So all you can do is respect Jermall Charlo. Right now, I think the roles are reversed. Big Charlo has become Lil Charlo, and Lil Charlo has become Big Charlo. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Jermall Charlo.
Not Jermall, but it's Jermall. I know you talk about Jermall, right? Jermall. After you see Harrison this weekend, what do you think about that?
Jermall versus Harrison?
The rematch with Jermall Harrison.
I'll be honest. I think
video on that one, right?
I think that's another video. I think Tony. That's another video.
But that's his first time with his dad not being there, right?
Yeah, that's another video. I want to stay on topic.
Okay.
That's our thoughts on Jermall Charlo and Montiel. You guys give us yours down below. I mean, he fighting the guy that had a draw with Hugo Centeno Jr. I mean, you can't make this shit up. But yeah, that'll be happening. You guys, leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, like I say in every single one of these videos. You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.